playing time right away compared to past generations. But Smitty, you were relied on immediately.
Yeah, I was a top 5 pick for the Miami Heat, and they were only in their 4th season as an expansion team. So I knew I was going to get a chance to play. I just wasn't sure how much.
So here are the Jazz starting 5. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Agbaji in at the 3, the small forward. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. McDaniels passes to Conley. Clarkson against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Driving in. No luck on that one. Clarkson with the defensive effort. And Grant, despite the lack of a superstar offensive weapon, the Jazz, one of the more efficient offenses.
Yeah, B.A. In 2 areas where they separate themselves, they shoot a ton of threes, and they do a really good job tracking down those long rebounds on the offensive glass.
Again, the miss by Edwards.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Dunn outside. Markkanen for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Anytime you can set up Markkanen off the catch, you have a good chance of coming away with points.
Hits the trifecta.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Dunn. Pass to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally, in the paint, creating for others or himself.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Towns for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And so the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
So the Utah 5 right now. We've got Colin Sexton. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's John Collins. And it's George in at the 1 spot. And the first one at the line is good. Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
Now here's Markkanen. His last outing, he had 18 points.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Ooh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
Talen Horton-Tucker doing a nice job of finding his teammates. They are loving it.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Rebound, Utah.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Horton-Tucker can't hit.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Utah has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist by Markkanen. Sexton's got his first 2 points.
And this is how skilled of a scorer Sexton is. Able to make difficult shots in the defense's face.
A nice shot by Milton.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
THT putting that vertical to good use.
Here's Reed. Collins with the rebound. Utah trailing here.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Conley finds Gobert. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert.
I like the concentration from Gobert, refusing to let the defense distract him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
At the offensive end, they were playing it smart, running through the offense and finding the open shot, and then they were hitting.
And let's take a moment now to see some. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you. And that one's good. Clarkson. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one. For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Dunn. Yet to see a basket. Deflected by Gobert.
You could feel that block from here. Gobert, exceptional timing on that play. He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Markkanen. Inside Markkanen with the size and power.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Outside Edwards. With the drive. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Walker Kessler. Chris Dunn is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Agbaji in at the 3 slot. Now here's Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Here's Agbaji, covered by Towns. to tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
To take the lead. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. That puts him in the lead. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 2. Here's Towns. It falls! And tie game! Huge basket right there.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now here's Clarkson. Pass to Kessler. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now a timeout called by Utah. They're trailing by 2. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
But there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And this is where leaders come through. Can Edwards cash in at the stripe? We'll see.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
And Utah calls time here. They're down by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Towns looking for an opening. Driving to the basket. And it's Towns with the power finish.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.